Hello there, Tamers. Welcome to a 2.5 locals match with myself on the left playing HeavyMetaldramon and a friend of mine on the right named Eli. Chaos. No, not Chaos. Gallantmon. Gallantmon X. There is a bit of a cut here because a drink explosion just before the start of the match, but it is him to play first. We have the game underway. He hatches into a Digimon. Digivolves into, I believe it's 2 Gearmon? The one that searches. And then plays one out. Searches top threats, a Growlmon or Gallantmon. And I believe a Tamer. Yes, he is playing Trinity Burst. That card is interesting. But he adds the War Growl, because that's all he can do. My turn. Go into Yamon, hatch into 19 Impmon. This one is quite good for the deck. I'll then play the BT21, which is the Searcher, which allows me to reveal top and add Evil Dragon, Dark Dragon, or Evil. I hit 2 options and another Impmon, so I can take the Impmon because he is a Evil trait. Was kind of looking for a champion there, I believe. Oh no, I had champions in hand. I Digivolve into the old because it allows me to play out a Yuki, which the Yukis are very good in this deck. And with the new HeavyMetaldramon support, like Mon and the new Loudmon, it makes the deck so much better. Having that trash efficiency. So he moves on, evolves into Gearmon X, which allows him to reveal the top 3, add a Growlmon, I believe. Growlmon and Gallantmon. I believe that was a Gallantmon. I couldn't tell the art. But yes, adds a, I believe it is a Gallantmon by the looks of it. He's currently deciding what he wants to do next. Evo's, oh no, he plays Wisteria Memory Boost, which allows him to look at the top 3 and add 1 red or blue Digimon. There's a Growlmon, Takato, and War Growl. He takes the War Growl, and the rest goes to the bottom. I promote up the Impmon. Yuki gives me a memory because my opponent has a Digimon in play. I decide what I want to do. I believe I'm currently looking at the new Punkmon. Yes. I Digivolve into the new Punkmon, which has Trash 1 to gain Blocker and Retail. I will trash a Impmon. And I give the Blocker and Retail to the new stack. I swing with the old Punkmon. He's swinging at 8k. I hit a Radiant Strike, I believe that is. I can't remember what that is. Play another Searcher Impmon. Reveal top 3. Find an Impmon, a Yuki, and an option. So I can take the Yuki and the Impmon. The Wisdom goes to the bottom. At the time, I wasn't running Black Sabbaths in this deck. I have recently changed that because Black Sabbath, now that I look at it, is very crucial. The Digivolves is Gearmon X into the new Growlmon, which allows him to play out the Takato. I believe that one is, if you have 1 or less, you can play a Takato, which seems to be the way of a lot of the memory Digimon. Tamer Digimon lately. Pops the Wisteria, goes into the War Growl, which believes pops something. Yep, so he pops my Blocker. And if it doesn't pop anything, I believe it gets Security Attack +1. Gains memory back from the Gearmon because one of my Digimon was deleted. I think he's currently debating what he wants to do. He swings at Security. Hits a Heavy Metal, which is good for me because it means his stack dies. He's just seeing any inherited. He pops my Impmon with his inherit. Digivolves into another Gearmon in the back. goes into Gallantmon X, draws, and then does his search, top 3, finds a Staccato, Groundmon, and another Groundmon. I cannot remember which Groundmon that is, but he takes, I believe it's an older one, yeah, because the other one was the newer one. Then, currently debating what he wants to do. Digivolves into Groundmon, he picks up and passes me to 1 memory. So I unsuspend, draw and hatch. Yuki will give me a memory. I definitely have Imp1 in hand because, well, that's all I've been seeing since I've been drawing. Ooh, find the new Punkmon. No, not Punkmon, Loudmon. I use the purple scramble to reduce the Digivolution cost. Go into Loudmon for 0 because it can Digivolve on a Dark or Evil Dragon for a 3. I use its effect to trash 2 cards from my hand. I trash 2 Yukis, I believe it is. No, 1 Yuki and the BT19 Imp1, and he gains Raid, Piercing, and plus 4000 DP. I'm currently sat here debating what I want to do because I don't have the egg underneath this stack, so it makes it a bit hard to swing. So instead, because I have 4 or less cards in my hand, I tap Yuki. I will then Digivolve into the HeavyMetaldramon for 4, which allows me to trash 2 and delete something with, I believe it's less than. So I trash, what do I trash? I can't quite tell. I believe it's an ace and a Loudmon, which I blow up his Groundmon. And then because of the end of turn effect, I mean with a play cost of 8 or less, and for each card in my hand it reduces it, so that's 7, 6, 5. I can play something and play less. Play the BT19 Impmon, and then BT19 Impmon's effect, play out a tamer with 4 or less. I play out the new you get in BT20 or the Altar, which you get from pre-release. I managed to get myself a play set of that. Unfortunately, I didn't get the foil one, but it's still the end of turn, so I use the Yuki to suspend herself to allow one of my Digimon, one of my evil or dark dragons to attack. Swing with heavy metal for 2 checks. And lives hitting a chaos, hitting a Gallantmon X there, and I pass my opponent to 4. There is a horrible combination you can do with this deck, and pull it off, oh, it feels so satisfying. I think I managed to do it once today, well, once on this day. He goes into the X3 Groundmon, pop in my Impmon. Goes into Groundmon X, which he draws, and then draws 1, trashes 1, I believe, and then he gets the on deletion play out Gearmon. I can't see what the trashing because my camera has actually cut off the trash most of the time. I'm currently looking through my trash. I have an ace in my hand and 2 Yukis by the looks of it. My opponent is currently debating what he wants to do. Thinking hard, decides to swing, hits a Punkmon, so he doesn't get punished for a swing. He will then Digivolve into, by the looks of it, is he Digivolving? Yes, into, I believe that's the BT12 War Growl, if nothing's deleted, he can go into a Gallantmon with reduced Digivolution. So he goes into, I believe that's the new Gallantmon. I can't tell what the new one does, if that is the new one. It looks like the new one. I don't know. Swings with Blitz because of the Takato. No, it was suspended, so he can't swing with a Blitz, so... I unsuspend. I was originally planning to pop the purple scramble, but I ended up forgetting to. Yuki gains me a memory. I'm on 5 memory, which is beautiful. I play out a wisdom training to search top 2, find a heavy metal ace and a Loudmon. I believe I take the Loudmon here. Currently debating it. Yeah, I take the Loudmon. Oh, wait. Yeah, take the Loudmon. Because I believe what I can do here is I've got the 4 or less cards in hand. So I believe I tap the Yuki. Yeah, tap the Yuki to digivolve the Impmon into a Punkmon for 1 because the Impmon's effect reduces it. Draw. I use the Punkmon's effect to trash 1. Trash the heavy metal ace. Give blocker and retail to it. Currently debating what DP he's on. Or how big he is. So I have 3 Yukis and a Loudmon in hand. I digivolve into the Loudmon for 3. Draw. Loudmon's effect. I trash 2, which I believe I trash. I trash 2 Yukis. Then I use the Yuki effect to swing with my heavy metal. I believe I gave the raid and piercing and plus 4k to the heavy metal, I believe. So swing into the Gallant, pierce through for 2 checks, hitting a Trinity Burst, which allows him to play out at level 5. It's currently looking through. Oh, no, it plays out the Gearmon because the Grey X effect does the search. The Growl X effect, not the Grey X. I completely missed what he was searching for there, what he searched for. And then the Trinity Burst effect allows him to play out at level 5. Plays out War Growl. This is me reading Trinity Burst thinking, oh my god, how's he playing at level 5? Second security check. Then I use the Heavy Metal's effect to play out a 6 cost or less because I have 2 cards in hand. I just decide to play a Punkmon, so I trash 1 card in hand, which I believe I trashed the other Punkmon yet. Give my new stack with the blocker and retail. And I pass the turn at 1 memory. The new Takato is a memory setter, so he does get that memory at least. Don't know how he's... Oh, he digivolved into the Geo X. Finds 2 of the movie options, I believe. and I didn't see what else. He isn't. Eli isn't playing the most optimal Gallantmon deck, but it's one he curated himself, so kudos to him. He builds it how he wants. People build their decks how they want. I don't judge. I try to give advice sometimes. Digivolves into the new Wargrowl X. Can pop something with, I believe it's 10k DP or less, but he does get a boost. Doesn't bother though. Oh no, he swings at the Growlmon, Punkmon, sorry, and because he has blocker and retail, it does kill the Wargrowl X. I believe he didn't do the pop effect, which didn't realise he missed at the time. Yeah, he probably could have got around that if he had done the pop effect, but I guess we both didn't pick it up at the time, so one misplay right there. Mind you, I believe my Loudmon had blocker and retail as well. Goes into the Growl X because he doesn't have a Growlmon. Does the effect, draw one and trash one. I do believe it doesn't get the play the Gearmon though, because he doesn't have Expert Antibody or Growlmon underneath. I do apologise, some of these cards I haven't actually played yet. I know HeavyMetaldramon quite well because I have been playing it on the Project Drazel sim, because it was a deck I was looking forward to the most, because, I mean, look at him. He's a badass dragon that plays guitar. I mean, HeavyMetaldramon is what Megidramon should have been when it first came out. Goes into the Wargrowl, which pops something, but if it doesn't... okay. I'm explaining Blitz to him because he was thinking you couldn't swing. But I was like, no, you can swing if you wanted to. So he goes into Wargrowl. Decides to swing. He doesn't have the Gallant, but he does raid into my Loudmon, which is a pain, but it's my turn, unsuspend, and I swing for game. So as we shuffle up for game 2 here, I believe I enjoy heavy metal. It's a interesting deck. Probably the one I looked forward to the most from Liberator. I don't know, it's an interesting one, that's for sure. When it first came out, it wasn't great. So, just shuffling up here. My starting hand, I have, I believe it's 2 of the Searcher Impmons. Yep, 2 Searcher Impmons, 2 Wisdoms, and a Yuki. I believe that was 2 Wisdoms, it looked like it. So, just waiting for Eli to finish shuffling up. Pile shuffling is a good way of shuffling, especially when you sort of group everything together. So he draws his first hand. So far, not looking great for him. Yep, I was going to say that would be an instant mulligan for me. It looked like several options, and I believe it was either an ultimate or a champion. I don't know Eli's exact build, but I feel like he's possibly playing a bit too many options. I don't know if options are necessarily needed in Gallantmon much. So, apart from obviously your key ones like your searching and probably your scrambles. But it's an interesting build, to say the least. It's his build, he likes it. He's probably just filled spaces with cards he doesn't have. So Trinity. Oh, that's not good. It does look like he finds a Gearmon X at least, so he does have a rookie. So I'm starting this time round. I hatch into Yarmon. Go into the Searcher. Well, Digivolve into the Impmon Searcher. I believe. Yeah, I drew a Punkmon, so I play Impmon for free. Reveal the top 3, add an Evil Dragon or Dark Dragon. I add the Loudmon, send 2 Punkmons to the bottom, which is never fun. But I did have a Punkmon in hand, so all was good. So he hatches the Digimon, plays out the Gearmon X, reveals a Gallant, Growl X, and a Takato. Just adds the Growl X, which is interesting. Don't know what the rest of his hand is. I know he has, I believe that's the new Growlmon. Yeah, that's the new Growlmon, so he Digirolls into that. Draws, doesn't get the Takato play, so unfortunate for him. I promote out. Go into the Punkmon, play out the new Yuki from BT20, which is nice. And then to clear his board, I go into the Loudmon. Draw, I trash 2 cards in my hand. I trash another Loudmon, I believe. Yep. And a Wisdom. And I pop the Growlmon. And then end of turn, I got the Yuki effect. I choose not to do it because I don't particularly want to swing into security and hit something big. I know the Loudmon would have had 4k underneath it, which would have put it to 11k, but Gallantmon, I believe, has 12k bodies, so hard slams a Growl X. Tough times. Passes me over the 3. I believe I'm currently looking at my hand. Digivolve into the new BT20 Punkmon. So draw, I trash 1 card in hand. To give blocker and retail, I trash the Heavy Metal Ace. And I'm currently deciding which one I want to give blocker and retail. I give it to Punkmon. I then swing with the Loudmon. I use the Yarmon effect to Digivolve into the HeavyMetaldramon Ace. He did flip security a bit preemptively there. So with the HeavyMetaldramon Ace, I get to play something with, I believe it's 8,000 DP or less. I trash cards in my hand, so I have 4, then I get to play something with 8,000 DP or less. I didn't trash anything, so I get to play out the other Loudmon, which means I get to trash the 2 cards left in my hand, and I blow up the Growl X. And the HeavyMetaldramon Ace is swinging for 16k, I believe, for 2 checks. So the Gallantmon and the Takato. And then it's his turn at 2. Tap the Yuki to swing with the Punkmon. Survives the first check because the Impmon underneath. Yep, and the second one dies to the Loudmon, the War Growlmon. So pretty efficient turn there. I basically say because of the HeavyMetaldramon Ace, the Loudmon has blocker. He just plays down a Tyrant Cory. I swing with the Loudmon, and then swing with the Heavy Metal, and that's game 2-0.